what happened here.
Now, people are very excited about this film because, I mean, you came back with Prometheus, but then people were wanting the alien back. And he's back, or they're back, in many forms this time, aren't they? Was that fun to recreate the...
Yeah, I think out of Prometheus we learned that he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
He was very much alive in the imagination of the audience. The audience were missing him. So when we were kind of penning the evolution from Prom to Covenant, he was very much part of the process and very much part in the process and discussion about creation.
Covenant, do you read me? Covenant, come in.
The strong female character, I mean, iconically Ripley from the original films, and in a way you're representing that strong female character in this one as well. Was there some sort of weight of responsibility in carrying that?
Well, I think taking on any lead role in a film, you feel a pretty intense sense of responsibility. But in terms of the legacy of the franchise and everything, I really didn't go there. And I think it's because I was so fascinated by the character that was on offer for me to play, and this felt like a very new story within this familiar world.
We first met David in Prometheus. Did you think that he was going to come back when you made Prometheus?
I insisted.
Did you?
No. I didn't know. We went off into the sunset of space, whatever that is. Knew me and myself, and of course I was, head and body separated, so who knows what was going to happen. But then shortly after that, Ridley and I were sitting down having dinner, and he started to explain that the next one's in the works, and there's going to be another AI. So I knew that pretty early on.
I mean, when we meet David, he is a little changed, isn't he? And you look a little different. He looks a little hippie-ish, actually.
Yeah, he's let himself go. He hasn't had a haircut in a while. Yeah, so we thought it was kind of interesting to play with that because, the blonde look was very specific, but then we'd introduced the idea that he's been dyeing his hair. So he's run out of dye. And so the roots have grown out, the blonde sort of hair has come down. He's looking a little scruffy, yeah.
He is a synthetic, but there's certainly emotions there, right? He's not purely without emotion.
That's right. Well, in Prometheus, we played with that thing that he had some programming that was kind of human. Had these sort of human characteristics like vanity and pride, and there was a sort of neediness to him as well, that he almost is looking for validation, And so I thought, oh, that's cool. I can really sort of, explore that now because it's 10 years later and he hasn't had any servicing. I mean, think about your computer when you haven't turned it on and off, after a while. So I thought, okay.
But you actually play another synthetic as well.
Yeah, Walter, yeah.
Yeah, so Walter's he's kind of the newer model.
A little bit of a bore, yeah. He's good to have around when you need things done.
So what was the technicalities of playing two roles?
The stuff where you see the two of us together.
Yeah.
We shot that with Tom O'Sullivan, my double. And so we would film all the Walter bits. I'd be Walter, he'd be David. He'd mimic all the sort of blocking that we did. We kept it very disciplined in terms of the blocking. And then we would switch and do the same again. He would do the movements of Walter and I would do the movements of David. And then you lay the two over and then you have the two characters there on screen. Everybody on set feels really privileged to be working in a Ridley Scott film. You can definitely sense that, and everyone steps up their game, and there's not a lot of downtime on a Ridley set as well. Usually with these films, there's a lot of waiting around. Yeah. That's the nature of these sort of films, but not with him because he's rolling 4 or 5 cameras at once, so we move very fast.
It seems like this story can continue. Is that what you're planning?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
How many more?
I'm not going to tell you. But I know it's being written now. Yeah. We have a 10-page plan.
Right.
You can put a screenplay down. 10 pages is pretty good. So you know what the 3 acts are, where you're going to head.
Yeah.